Hello and welcome to episode 12 of the Shobocast. Did that hurt?
Calm down.
Nice. Hello and welcome to episode 12 of the Shobocast.
Have we ever done like an intro in one take?
Well, we could have done.
Some would argue we've never done an intro in any take. I would argue we've still not done an intro.
Right, wait there. So, hello and welcome to episode 12 of the Shobocast. Today we'll be talking about knock knock. Oh, I'm Paul.
Well, I'm Dan.
I'm Cameron.
And if there's mice, I'm leaving.
That's why. That's it. That's all. That's the reason you wanted to say you wanted to go last.
You wanted to ruin the entire order.
Oh, you utter moron.
I'm Paul.
I'm also Paul.
And
I am Paul.
I'm also Paul.
And I am Paul.
And if there's
And
Paul,
I'm Paul.
leaving.
And this. And this is the Joe Rogan podcast.
Jamie, pull up.
Paul
that
Rogan,
episode
come
up.
on.
What?
We're gonna
If we were all
smoke
saying we're called
weeds.
Paul, we should change the name to Paul
And
Rogan
this
podcast.
is the
Paul-
Rogan Josh podcast.
Paul Rogan,
Yeah,
the
surely
famous
it'd be
star
the
of
Joe
Crocodile Dundee.
Shobocast podcast.
Oh, God. Why do we always descend into madness
Because we were mad
as soon
to
as we
begin
start
with.
recording?
How are you
The
all this week?
show Rogan.
The Beef Rogan Josh.
Jesus Christ.
No, I'm good. We are here in England, apart from Dan, who's in Scotland because he's
Oh,
a dickhead.
Scotland!
So we are back in a lockdown, so we have feckle to do at the moment.
Except
Apart
go
from Paul, who has
outside.
university.
We're gonna be churning out episodes up to 20, up to 30 over the next few days.
20,
Yeah.
20
You
to
can
30 a
expect.
day.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, I thought you meant the year.
Um,
We're gonna have podcasts until the year recorded over the next few days.
I mean, Scotland's basically in a lockdown as well.
Yeah.
My place of work has closed.
Yeah, but that's because you work in a cinema and no films are coming out until like Christmas
No.
type of thing.
No, but we've closed due to government regulations, not to no business.
Woo! Let's hear it for the government.
Let's hear it for the government.
Tumbleweed goes past.
Yeah, fucking no one's clapping for that government.
Oh no!
Oh
We have
no,
another
Shobocast
political
has got
episode.
political.
Yeah.
Well, it has.
We have discussed politics many a time on this, I believe.
No, this is the first time. You guys
Okay.
weren't political before, but now you've ruined it. You've gone political.
If you're a Tory, stop
It's-
listening.
Doctor Who being political? No, never.
Imagine
Ugh,
if all our
I
viewers
used
were
to
Tory.
like the Shobocast, but then they start talking about politics, and I don't.
Then
listen
it
to
became too SJW for me, so
Yeah.
I kind of took a step back. I still collect the action figures though. Should we start with something of substance?
Yes,
Oh.
so.
That implies we have stuff of substance to go on.
What have you been doing this week, Dan?
I've lost my
Which
mind.
Nice. What's other Dan been doing this week?
I nearly lost my mind.
Oh, wonderful.
What's Dan Murren
Yeah,
been
Like
doing
peas
this
in a
week?
pod.
Yeah.
I lost my mind, but then found it again behind the sofa.
Oh, I should check there.
Yeah.
That's how they get you.
That's how they get.
It's just been
How are you, Paul, then?
Alright.
Right.
Shall we transition this seamlessly into the news?
Wait, no,
The
wait,
news?
do you know what I was watching earlier?
No.
The news. Which, speaking of the
Sorry.
news,
No, sorry, no. Hang on. I'm such an idiot.
What have you done?
I had a whole thing. We need to talk about the responses we got last episode
what?
that I just haven't talked about yet.
All right, you mentioned this before, and I've no idea what this is in reference
Right, okay,
to.
so I put out, after we did our top 5 New Who
Yeah.
episodes, thank you very much for listening to that, by the way. Quite a few people got in
All
touch.
4 of you.
So This is all through Instagram, by the way. So this is just Instagram like usernames.
Instagram.
Instagram.
That wasn't a joke. That was not a joke.
So Sims 99.
Oh, that's me, mate.
The 99th of the Simpson clan.
That's me, mate. Sam from uni.
A lot of them are Paul's mates, I think.
My mates
And-
don't watch Doctor Who, so you know.
If you're a friend of Paul, you're a friend of the show.
That's our slogan.
Except you, and you know who you are, and you know what you did.
Yeah.
You are, of course, there referring to Paul.
The Empty Child, Family of Blood, Listen, The Husbands of River Song. That's an interesting one. And Twice Upon a Time.
I'd argue that it's not an incested one because it is an amazing episode and deserves to be in the top 5. Good on you, Sam.
Okay.
You've got a good
I have a
top
feeling
5.
you're going to say that about everything. Where are you finding these responses?
Instagram
This is through
stories.
the Instagram page.
But on a response to which one?
Instagram.
Which post?
Yeah.
Instagram.
Dan's the only one
It's
logged
a
into
thing
the
through the
Instagram.
story.
Dan, just read them.
Ah, okay.
Okay. Someone called Gotteg Groot
Oh, that's me. Or is it?
says
Ooh.
same as Paul, actually.
Oh, that's intriguing.
Yeah.
What a wise man.
Baneful Bunker.
Oh, that's my mate as well. That's Matthew.
Yeah, I know.
I'm sensing a pattern here.
Shobocast is an inside job. This one's quite cool. I've never seen a top 5 like this before, honestly.
Oh,
This
really?
will shock you.
Every single one of them.
I was looking forward
we
to
didn't
this then,
Fear her.
and then I
No,
realised
this
it's not
is
going to
this
shock
is
me.
an episode that we didn't actually mention. It didn't come up in the top 5s at all. The number 5 is Love and Monsters.
Intriguing.
Fair enough. Number 4, bit of a Marmite one. Some people love it, some people hate it. It's Love and Monsters. Right, number 3. Now,
Like
for
we're
real
in the
now.
joke.
Number 3 is Love and Monsters. Right. I'm not sure how I feel about that.
I feel like I've ruined the joke.
We'll get some s'mores with white chocolate. Number 2. Holy shit! Can you guess what number 2 is?
Fear her.
Midnight?
Curse of Love and Monsters. And number 1 is Love and Monsters, and then they went to paste it again, and it just cut off at L.
Amazing.
And we're sure
Wait
that
there.
wasn't Paul.
Can we just stop for a moment, Matthew? That was a good one for you, though. Hate it when I say that.
Can I just say,
Oh,
Freddie
what a wonderful-
says Midnight,
Go on.
Heaven Sent,
Yeah.
Silence in the Library. Sorry, I don't know what's up with me tonight. I just keep like using the wrong words and
You having a stroke?
possibly, I might just be tired. Impossible Planet and the Satan Pit. That we didn't mention that one at all,
No, we
Those
didn't.
two.
and it's stellar, and we didn't mention it at all.
It is a good one.
So we're fake
Yeah.
fans. And Bad Wolf Part in the Ways, but we did mention that one, I think. Did we?
No one said that.
Alright.
I think it was an honourable mention.
Yeah, I think it was. I think because we mentioned pretty much every episode from Series 1,
Because
which
they're
is a
all good.
testament to how good that series is.
Yeah.
And this one I just didn't get at all, so I really do need help with this.
Who was the last one by?
That was from Freddie Baker.
Oh, I know him.
A relation, of course, to Tom Baker.
Yeah.
And Kenny.
His dad.
And this next one is by mparish_art.
Oh, he's a mate of mine.
This one I really don't get. Trouble with Tribbles, Piece of the Action, Arena, Space Seed, Mirror Mirror.
He doesn't watch Doctor Who often.
No,
They
first time I read that, I thought,
Oh,
oh, that's quite
episodes,
funny. I'll
right?
Google that later on. I'll find out what that's from, and I just didn't. so I
Twilight
have no idea
Zone?
what it means.
Nope. Star Trek. They're all Star Trek episodes.
That
Are
Are
makes
they all the
sense.
Star Trek episodes that involve time travel of some kind?
Maybe.
Yep, Mirror Mirror's a Star. Yeah, they're all Star Trek.
Very cool.
And in Mirror,
Okay.
Spock had like a beard. So I'm assuming time.
This is a
travel.
Doctor Who podcast, not a Star Trek one.
Can
Prove
I
it.
confess I've never seen a single episode of Star Trek.
Watch Star Trek Beyond.
I've heard of Star Trek. It's pretty good. Isn't it?
I too have heard of it. Have never seen it.
Star Trek.
That is a review of Star Trek. Join us next week for free word reviews of other shows that we have not
That's
seen.
the one with the Green Ogre, isn't it?
Yes.
Yes.
Thought
Star
so.
Trek.
Hurrah.
Sorry, right. Thanks for your sponsors and all that. I
What?
can't remember.
Oh,
what I was supposed to
responses.
say. We really need to stop recording these so late, but it's the only
This is
time.
your fault.
Yeah.
And yet, here we are at 11:15 at night.
And we haven't even done the news. Speaking of the news,
Speaking of the news,
Should we do the new? I've heard of the news. Space for theme tune.
The news.
Yes.
so on this week's news,
The news.
I'm joking. I'm not going to hijack the news. Wasn't that a good intro? For you?
Yeah. Shall we start with the news?
Blows me away every time that theme music.
Oh, mwah. First bit of news. A little bit of news. The Series 7 Steelbook being released. It's a Steelbook for Series 7 of Doctor Who, the television program.
I heard that.
Mm-hmm.
Art by Sophie Cowdery.
Yes. Have you seen the art for it?
Yep, it's amazing. She said,
Anything else to say about it?
yeah, she said she didn't know what to do, so she just made 2 front covers, one for each half of the series. Because she didn't know how to divide them. Like she had
Have
the
you,
others.
have you got anything to say about it other than it's amazing?
Me?
Yeah.
I really like it.
Okay, wonderful, wonderful.
I've got some art by
Variety
here,
of responses there.
just up there on the wall. There.
Yeah, your video has frozen, so I don't know where you're pointing.
Ah. Well,
It's
that
been
is
frozen for
not
about
my
half an hour.
problem. Has it?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I've not been able to see any video of you until you've gone, and now you're
Oh,
spinning.
one of those again.
He's
Can you
back.
see me?
Yeah.
Yes.
There.
Ah,
Black Panther.
so they've been going back and doing these steelbooks, haven't they? This has been like a retroactive.
Cash grab.
Have you seen the original
cash grab,
Series
if you
5
will.
one?
No.
The sexy one.
The original Series 5 one, it's a silver tin. Completely
Oh.
silver.
I've got that.
It's got a PNG of the logo on it, and then just the crack, and it looks dead shit.
I've got that, yeah. Yeah,
What
not
a
the
waste
sexy
of
one.
money done.
It's
I've got
embossed
the-
though, so the crack
got
is
the
like
sexy
3D. Feels quite cool. That's it. Does
It
look.
feels
hasn't
cool,
aged
but it
well.
looks shite.
Like my penis.
No comment.
Oh,
I've seen
yeah,
your
that does
penis,
look a
and it's
bit
not
shit,
that
doesn't
bad.
it?
Thank you.
So this has been like a retroactive thing where they've gone back and done old series up to which ones have they not done now? I should probably know this.
8 and 9.
8 and 9. Okay.
8? No, just 8.
Yeah, so this is coming out the 14th of December. I'm not going to get it. They're always too expensive. And I already have the Blu-rays.
They're only like 25 quid.
It's a lot of money.
Lad, if you think that's expensive, go try and buy fucking Series 1 and 2, which I'll never ever own.
I'm not going to. I'm just going to buy them on regular Blu-ray. Listen, Paul, some of us
I own
have
them
to,
on DVD, so you know.
So
some of us have to pay rent,
self-control.
Paul.
I pay rent.
You live with your mum or your gran or something.
Yeah, to me mum. Fucking
How
min
much?
bag.
How much is it? How much is your rent? Oh, come on.
100 quid a month, lad.
100 quid a month.
pay rent next year. To my ma and pa.
Just move out though.
Should we move on to the next bit of news, or should we keep discussing rent?
Let's move on to the next bit while I plug my webcam in, because I feel really
the
weird
musical
having
Rent.
a video presence.
there is Paul. You like this? There is a cover for War Doctor Begins.
Yes.
There we go. We're talking
That looks
about
so good, doesn't it?
talking about a Big Finish cover. We've finally done it. We finally ran out of news. No, we had quite a bit actually. I've had to not include some things just so we didn't get. So we didn't get a repeat of the unreleased episode from last week, where it was just me listing news and everyone going, "That is a news story."
That was so bad. I don't know if I'll ever put that online anywhere. It was
Oh, send
really
it to me.
bad.
I'll stick it on my YouTube channel.
Oh, that's a great. Yeah, I'll do that. The Lost Shobocast.
Yeah.
Shobocast, the Lost Files.
I'll see how many views it gets if we don't advertise
Yeah,
it.
watch it outperform all of the podcasts. Oh god. 1,000 views.
So this, it's a cover for the War Doctor prequel series by Claudia Guroni. Oh, it's Dan. I can see Dan.
I am here.
It does look very nice.
It looks really nice. And to the left of John Hurt's head, that's one of those
His left ear.
Tiger Men. His left ear. It's one of those Tiger Men from Warrior's Gate, isn't it?
Oh no.
Tiger, yeah.
Oh no.
It's the lion from the Wizard of Oz.
What we're learning here is that War Doctor Begins is a direct sequel to.
It's called a
Warrior's
Farrell.
Gate.
I was just gonna say that.
A Farrell.
Yeah.
A
Is that
Farrell.
Tharil?
Farrell.
It is.
I win.
You win. You
Doctor Who
win.
spelling. I win.
What do you win? You win this
Kick in the dick.
Domino's garlic and herb dip.
I see your garlic and herb dick. I raise you a half-drunken McDonald's strawberry milkshake that is very wet at the bottom.
I raise you 2 pints of Strongbow.
Well, I raise
Bottle
you
of Henry Weston's.
a little pouch full of dice.
The
Paul,
correct
where
word
is your
die.
contribution?
Come on. I hope
Oh.
you die.
I don't know what we're talking about.
Dan was just saying how he hopes that I pass away soon.
Oh yeah, same.
Nice and
Me and Dan have been
full of
putting bets on this for months now.
Without me, there's no podcast.
You just won't die.
You
Dan.
just meet up.
No, if
Me
there
or-
We'd
was
find a way.
if there
Dan.
wasn't a you,
We'd
one of
find
us
a
would have
way.
to learn to edit.
All
It's
you'd
what
do
we
is
make.
meet up every week. No one would record it, and you'd all just talk over each other. nothing would get done.
I wouldn't edit it
And
even half.
what
It's
is
just-
different?
Yeah,
What's different?
that's true.
Yeah,
Rosie.
the War Doctor.
Rosie Moore.
He's there. He's got a face.
He does. It's a young John Hurt.
It's almost like it's a prequel.
Almost.
It is.
Are they going to go into the midichlorians and that kind of stuff?
But what are the midichlorians of Doctor Who, do you think?
Timeless Child.
Yeah.
Oh, you're right. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, it is. Holy shit.
Yeah.
Oh, midichlorians.
The Timeless
Imagine Chris
Child,
Chibnall sounding
it flows
like
within all
George
of us.
Lucas. Explaining in an interview, like, I just thought it was a really good idea.
Yes.
Eating
And
that
it-
gas.
of course,
because,
got the Daleks
gas is
in.
the key to all
Your
of
kids
this.
are gonna love it.
So, we got more Doctor Who figures. Action
Have we?
figures, little toys of Doctor Who. Yeah, not personally.
And if you
they're
buy
being
them, you're a
released.
baby. No, I'm joking.
Yeah, it's another wave of capture options things for Doctor Who, the television.
Oh,
programme.
okay, yeah, Cole Hill set, and so I completely, yeah.
And which is
With
familiar.
With a ridiculously tall Peter Capaldi, as per.
No, he's been trimmed down. Apparently,
Oh, has
he's
he?
still
He's-
he's still slightly out of scale, but they've trimmed down
cut
the
his feet
legs
off.
so that he's
Why
now
bother?
not grotesquely tall compared to the others. Oh, and Davros is.
No, he's just
Basically
throw up in your
not
mouth. All.
much taller.
But the big news is obviously the re-release of the Ace figure and the Imperial Dalek, and already people are wetting themselves because the Imperial Dalek has got, what was it? It's got mesh behind the slats when it shouldn't have, or something like that.
Don't buy it.
Oh no!
So I don't think they've ever made an accurate Dalek because there's that many little things that they keep getting wrong. But it's cool. I'll
Do
probably.
you know what they could do instead?
It's a Dalek figure. Of course you're gonna buy it.
Cost something to
Go
buy
out
it.
and speak
Keep
to
them
other
company.
people in the real world. Well, they can't now.
Yeah, I would like to. It's a bit annoying this being released after the amount of time I spent trying to get a 12th Doctor figure that looked like that. Amount of time and money it cost me to get one of them.
So tricky. What the
Yeah.
hell? What the hell were they thinking? They did 3 of them, and they were Forbidden Planet exclusives, right?
I don't know. I only managed to get them on eBay.
That's lucky because they.
I just
rarely
wanted one
come
that had
out.
a hoodie.
Yeah, I wanted one for a
I just
while.
wanted one that had a
The one with
hoodie
the
under
checkered
the coat.
pants, or the Troughton-like pants.
Yeah, I couldn't get that one. I had to go for one that had black
Yeah,
pants.
I
and
liked
a
the
green
purple
hoodie.
shirt one though. The
Trousers, Daniel.
No.
panties.
Pantyhose.
Oh.
Why are you sticking a hose in your pants?
Yeah, it's cool. These new figures are
Cool
cool,
you down.
but they're gonna be
Yeah.
delayed probably because of Rona.
The final bit of news, piping hot news. News.
Careful. Do you want me to take it for you?
Careful with the news.
Oh Jesus Christ! It's
Hot.
right, just put it down. Hot.
Eric Roberts, the Master, is back.
Yes, I already knew this. He's going to appear in Masterful out this January. Pre-order now.
No, but
Cameron already knew
in
this,
his
so
own
let's
series.
not talk about it. Cameron already knew it. So
Cameron already knew this.
Cameron's already talked
Cameron,
about not
you know,
once,
I'm
so
gonna
let's
go.
not-
I'm gonna leave.
Thanks
you
for
don't need me here.
listening.
Wait, you mean
Cameron
he's
already
not
knew
just in Masterful?
it. Goodbye.
Dan's gone.
Cameron already knew
Try
this.
down,
so I'm
Vinny,
gonna-
We've
All
not
right,
lost
Paul,
a
you're the big
member.
Finnish person.
What? This series is actually called Master! Exclamation mark.
I was going to make that joke.
Well, you walked off.
God, Paul. Well, your only purpose here is to steal other people's segments, isn't it?
Well then, I'll just leave.
So this is Eric Roberts from the 1996 telly movie, who played the Master. He's back or something, although he was already
I
back
mean, Master exclamation
in
mark.
Master exclamation mark. God damn it! You said it before I could even.
However,
I shall now leave the room.
This is being.
However. It's his first live action appearance since 1996.
Yes, it is, Paul. Yeah, it is his first live action appearance since 1996. Well done.
Or if you got that written down, was you going to say that?
Well, let me just say it now, do I?
Well,
I actually didn't. I just wanted to pretend.
oh, right.
Yeah, it comes out March 2021. So just around the corner.
Oh, it's almost there.
It's almost here.
Oh, I can almost smell it.
I can taste it.
Oh, lad.
I hope you can't taste it. It's
We can
audio.
do it. We can do it.
I can taste audio. I've
I'm
got
master.
synesthesia.
We could have done a master segment quote then. Do you know where
Go
he
on, you
goes?
can do it.
Oh, I can taste it, and then he's like chicken beef meat. And then,
Oh, that shit.
and then he scrans.
That's just you when you're at the takeaway trying to see what you want.
And then he scrans it. Was that a fat joke,
What
Dan?
takeaway selling beef?
Was that a fat joke, Dan? Yeah. Is that what that was?
No.
You were eating your takeaway before we started.
Me?
Yeah.
Well, I haven't finished it.
Eric Roberts is back. News.
Are we excited? Will he dress for the occasion?
Probably.
He
won't
always
dress at
does.
all.
Here's a confession. I've not seen the telly movie in its entirety.
What? Oh. What?
What?
I've
I
seen
know what
maybe.
we're talking about next episode then.
I watched the
I've
start
seen.
of lockdown
I think
and
I saw
really
bits
liked
of it. Like,
It's so camp. I love it.
yeah, I was like.
It's like the
must have
perfect blend
very
of
young.
classic and modern Who before we knew what modern Who was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, I know everything about it. I've just never seen it, and I'm quite scared to. Every time I've had the opportunity, I've always been scared to watch it.
Ah, Bruce.
Because Eric
The ancient
Roberts is
child.
just such a good master.
Eric Masters.
Eric Masters is such a good Robert.
Speaking of masters, I finished the War Doctor Volume 1 last night, and it was amazing.
Congratulations.
And
Good
it
to know.
ended at the start of Utopia, and there's 5 more series.
Wow, that's a lot.
Paul, you know how a while ago we were talking about Big Finish to each other, and I was saying, I've got so much I need to catch up on and listen to. I'm going to do like one a week. Yeah, I've still not listened to any of them.
I'm like that, except instead of Big Finish audio dramas, it's lectures for university.
Same,
And,
except I don't
yeah.
I don't worry about that.
So behind, but it's fine. It's fine.
I'm so behind.
It's weeks, but every subject. That's the news completed. News, we've completed it forever. We're done.
Thank you, Dan.
You're welcome. And I'm
Yeah, we're
gonna.
getting rid of the news segment. Out with the
Okay.
jingle.
I got it.
Shall we talk about Canuck Canuck?
Well, before we talk about Canuck, can I go and get a drink? Because I'm very thirsty.
Yeah, can't.
Yes, you can.
But I'm just...
Quick, he's gone. Talk about the full episode in detail. Everything. Cover it now. When he gets back, I'll be halfway through viewer thoughts. It'll be great. So, this episode
We don't even need
kicks
to talk
off-
about it. We can just, when he gets back, and the viewer thoughts were this, and thank you for joining us.
Right, okay, that's a good idea.
Just say, and
Right.
that was the last of the viewer thoughts.
No, I've got a good one. We'll be alright.
It better not be a good one, like let me go last when we introduce ourselves.
No, don't worry. That was worth it. What are you on about?
Never worth it.
Sackable offence.
If there's mice, I'm leaving.
If there's mice, I'm Stephen.
Did you ever watch that Shia LaBeouf show?
No.
Even Stevens. Yeah. So he's back.
Oh, Canuck,
and
Canuck, I
thank you
just
for
got
the
it.
viewer
I
thoughts
just
this
got the
week.
joke.
And Landy has said really enjoyable episode. Some creepy elements that work really well. Like the best creepy elements since Midnight, which I agree with. Yeah, all these comments are basically the same. A lot of people think it's just meh. So
Oh,
yeah,
have we moved
that's
around?
our thoughts on Knock Knock.
We've moved around the listeners'
So
thoughts.
shall we go on to the randomizer?
Oh, very
Just a
good.
prank, bro. Don't
Just a
worry.
little prank, little fun
Oh,
prank.
he's crying. Dan, stop crying. Dan, it was just a joke. Dan, don't put that down. Don't throw that.
Nah, he's only crying because he's just spilt his milk.
Was he vaping?
Now he's playing a... What is that?
It
He's
looks like a stick.
He's
don't
like
even
the
think it's a musical
creepy
instrument.
old man in the hotel in Little Britain.
Is it not
Oh,
playing
well,
that up?
No,
No.
You can't hear me
Must
playing
have
the
been too
flute.
high.
nah.
nah. It might be on your recording though.
Oh, it will definitely be on his recording.
Oh,
so
it
will him
definitely
going out
is.
and getting a drink. Getting a drink will be on his recording and all of that. Oh, I heard a bit then.
Yes, I bought that as a prop for a D&D character I'm about to start playing soon. Named Mystic Wilf. I reckon you... Hang on.
Yeah,
I've got-
bloody aliens again. Come on, Donna.
You'll like... Hang on.
Come on, sweetheart.
I'll send a picture of Mystic Wolf to you, actually.
You
'Cause I
take
think
it.
you'll like
You
him.
take this gun and you use it.
Yeah.
This is Mystic Wolf that I've made in a... Where's a good picture of him? There it is.
Camera.
So Knock
Hang
Knock
on.
starts out with
No,
Bill
no.
meeting some new friends that she's
Some
going
new
to be
friends.
sharing a house with.
That
Yes.
we'll never see again.
And they try out a few different places, don't they? And they've all got quirks. I like the one that's next to a factory. That was quite cool. The one where it's like a really old house that's not had anything done to it compared to these newer terraces on each side. That was quite funny.
You're doing a bit.
I
I
really
can't
pissed
tell if
myself
you...
from
The really
that.
cool one.
I was laughing
Small one, sorry.
uncontrollably at that opening
Oh,
sequence.
there we go. He was doing a bit. He was doing a funny joke.
Was he?
He was
Yeah,
doing
I
a
enjoyed
joke.
that
Whether it
myself.
was funny or not is up for debate.
Oh yeah,
Yeah. So, what are your overall thoughts of this episode?
fine.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
It's a good
I
story.
think I enjoyed it more this time than I did.
It's one of those one-off, like it's like a rainy day episode.
Yeah. This is
You
what I
can
would
just
like.
put it on and absorb it, and it's fine.
This is what I would just class as like a a standard episode of Doctor Who. Because you've got like the standout episodes every now and they're the ones that fill your like top 5 lists. But then the ones in between, like good solid ones that are like amazing. But this is one of the ones I would count as that.
The sort of ones where they get a guest writer in, because the guy who wrote this, Mike Bartlett, is the writer of Dr. Foster.
Oh, right.
And so obviously
I've seen that episode.
Yeah, that's really good. And so they thought, right, we'll get him in for Doctor Who. And it is a good episode. Obviously not as good as other guest writer ones, like the Richard Curtis, Vincent and the Doctor, but still up there. And I would be open to him returning to Doctor Who.
Dr. Foster's that episode where the Doctor runs a care home, isn't it?
Yes.
Very good joke
there. Dr. Foster is the one with Saran Jones, isn't it? But it's not. And I'm not doing a thing about.
But it's not the Doctor's wife. No.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's good actually, Dr. Foster. Series 2 is a bit shit.
It's recently had a spin-off called Life that had Peter Davison in.
A spin-off?
Yes.
What?
About the foster children.
A spin-off of Dr. Foster? That's so weird.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Well, what's the tie-in? Is it just the same universe?
I don't know. I don't
You
watch
keep
it.
talking. I'm just going to go and pirate all of Life and see what's happening.
It's on BBC iPlayer.
Oh, okay, right. I'm going to go on iPlayer.
For the enjoyment of your eyes, here is a picture of where's it gone? Where's the picture gone?
Right, Life After Foster. How is Life on BBC One linked to Dr. Foster? Know the Sun. Stop giving me pop-ups.
Can't believe you've even clicked on it.
So, whilst Dan is doing that, to talk about
Whoa!
Knock Knock.
Do you know what?
Yes.
Do you know what he looks like, Mike? What's he called? Bartlett.
Haunting.
Yeah.
No, it's just a picture. I just thought you might want to see what it looks like, so I'll put it in the news.
Yeah, stick it in the Discord.
It's a bit of trivia.
Bit of trivia for you there.
So
He looks like a calm man.
Oh, lad, these are smoother.
yeah, I found it quite weird at the start when I believe they're Russian or something by the accent, walks in, squeaky floorboard, and it's just like, wicked, and it's just like, what?
Because it's like a cool.
It's a squeaky floorboard. How is that wicked?
Well, because it's like, cool, it's a haunted house. Like if you're like
Could be that,
if you're a
but
cool student, that's what you would say.
a cool student who has a full DJ deck to listen to classical Mozart.
I mean,
That was really weird.
it was Mozart, but anyway, I've sent you a picture of Mystic Wolf now. For your enjoyment.
While you're
It looks like it
talking
shot
about-
out the pine
No,
cones.
he eats the pine cones.
They look like
And
shit.
he has a flute, which is why I bought the
He
flute.
Paul, he does look like that guy from Torchwood.
He does.
What is
doesn't
it?
he?
The scream
one,
lasts
man.
for 48 hours.
And I've also a picture of Father Wilfmas, which is
Right, guys, I just need to say, we need to keep on topic. So, how is Life linked to Dr. Foster? Well, across the road from Dr. Foster herself, there's these two neighbours that are married.
Oh yeah.
And she has a bit of a thing. Spoilers, by the way, for
Spoilers.
Dr. Foster, from what I can remember from it anyway. She has a bit of a thing with the man from across the road. Now, his wife gets, apparently, this is what the Sun say, his wife divorces him, moves away, dyes her hair, changes her name, and she's the centre character of Life.
Really?
That's the connection between the two shows.
That's.
Connect.
Is that real?
What?
That's not real. No.
I'm literally reading this straight
Sorry,
from
go
the Sun, and I
through that
trust the
again.
Sun. I trust the Sun more than myself.
I don't.
So it says here, Victoria Hamilton, she's been in loads of stuff. So she how too much to drink. Reprises her role as Anna Baker, who now goes by the name of Belle Stone, and she's a Pilates teacher. Okay,
What the
completely different job as
What
well.
the fuck is going on?
She also looks completely different, and she lives in a different place. Like, what's the point?
By spin-off, Cameron, do you mean this actress was in another show?
No, it is called a spin-off on things.
It literally says they're connected. It's kind of like
And there is a
Well, compare it to
couple of actors who do cross over.
It's like saying, oh, there's a new spin-off show for Gavin and Stacey, and it's some person who was in a few of the episodes, but they've actually changed the name.
Chinese Alan.
Changed their job, and they live somewhere else.
It
It's
was
like,
budget.
okay, so why? So it's nothing to do with Gavin and
That's
Stacey.
so odd.
Yeah.
Really weird.
But it is apparently a good show. But should we get back onto the topic after
Doctor
getting
Who.
off topic and going off topic
Dr.
and back on
Foster
topic?
itself.
Yeah, so what was I saying? Dr. Foster is, I think it came out in 2014.
I think it did come out around then. Doesn't she get raped in it?
No.
Wrong doctor you're talking about.
Thing with Saran Jones. No, there's this thing with Saran Jones where she played someone like a school teacher or a doctor. She got stalked by this fella.
That rings a bell.
Around that time. Yeah.
You've
yeah.
seen
It was
Scott
an
and
ITV
Bailey.
thing.
Scott and Bailey's quite cool.
Is it that?
No, it's not that, but it's, I was just saying it's cool.
Stop doing generic ITV dramas, Saran Jones.
I believe you've just
Too
mentioned
many.
a few of the shows my mum watched during lockdown.
Just watch Saran Jones.
Have you seen a Velociraptor thing she does? It's
Have
very,
you seen how life is connected?
it's very cringe.
It's ridiculous.
Have you seen Knock Knock, the episode of Doctor Who?
No, but we have
talk
seen
about it
Dr.
while I watch
Foster.
it now,
Yeah,
so Bill's house haunting, isn't she?
Bill's got a haunted house and it's haunted and it's all haunted with cockroaches.
Yeah?
Yes,
Scary.
But they're not cockroaches.
they're alien cockroaches.
Yeah,
Yes.
they're the ones from Animal Crossing. So you have to go around really fast on the floor and squish them.
Yeah.
Memories.
I thought it was...
Sir.
Go on.
Yes.
Go on.
No, you?
I've got nothing to say.
Stop being polite. Just talk over each other to assert dominance.
So, you guys may have a better memory of this time, but I'm pretty sure this episode, because Bill calls the Doctor grandfather throughout
Grandfather.
it gave rise to more of the rumours that she is a regenerated
Oh,
Susan.
fuck off. That's the dumbest.
There are more than 5 people in the
That's
Doctor
the-
Who universe.
I
by
hate
the
that.
way. Not everyone.
It's
is the
like she
master
was
or the
called
Rani
Bill,
or
which was
Russell.
A reference to
it was
William
an
Hart.
homage
Yeah.
to William Hart,
Yeah,
no.
Bill and Heather.
and then which is really sweet. And then you had she called her grandfather, and it's like, oh, she could be Susan because it's William Hartnell and Susan, and those two things
But why
are
the fuck would Susan
clearly
not
connected.
bring that up?
Yeah, no, that's fucking
Yeah,
bullshit
that-
nonsense.
If you
I'm
came up with that theory and you're listening to this, I hate you.
Go
I
jump
hate
in
you
it.
more than nearly everything in my life. I despise you.
Yeah. In actual things that do sort of apply, it is said in this episode that the Time Lords only have to sleep after regeneration.
And there was something
Or a
else he
very
said.
big lunch.
Or that. You've watched the episode more recent than I.
I've watched
You
it
can remember
I
about
more
think
of
I
it.
think it's that's one of those comments where it's like
It's a throwaway line.
yeah,
Like
you
when
don't
he
have
says he sleeps when she's not looking.
Well, it's also like we never really see them eat either, so you know.
Yeah, because they're not like, oh, let's put on Doctor Who while he goes for a scran instead of saving the
But-
universe.
No, it would be quite an interesting thing with the Time Lords if, like, they are built so their body doesn't actually have to sleep, and it sort of adds like a different
Wish
layer
I
to
was
it.
built like that.
But
Jesus
what about
Christ. We
Ethan?
record so many
Yeah.
episodes.
But what about Ethan? We don't see him take a bath either. That doesn't mean he's a fucking tramp.
I bet he does though.
Well, he's always wearing
I
the
have
same
a feeling that
clothes.
the 12th Doctor or the 2nd Doctor are the smelliest Doctors. Or maybe War.
Probably
War is,
war. He
War
is
is
in
the
a war.
smelliest Doctor.
12 definitely smells of like those hard-boiled sweets that old people have.
Well,
He
No,
just
just
smells
any,
of-
like hard,
just-
like
Just smells of old and dust.
yeah. he just
I
smells
don't know
of
how
both.
much he's washed that navy coat that he always wears.
War. I think the War Doctor just smells of like sweat and tears.
Salt.
mud,
Bit
bit
of
of mud as well.
And I think the 2nd Doctor smells like a weird warm kind of cheese.
Let's go through all of the Doctors. What does the 3rd Doctor smell like?
He smells like cigarettes.
Perfume.
Yes.
Cigars. He smells like cigars.
Yeah, he smells like
The
Cigars
fourth
and
Doctor
brandy.
weed.
The third Doctor smells like my great uncle Kevin's house.
Oh yeah, I know that smell.
Yeah, no, I know that. Yeah.
What? That
Sixth Doctor smells like
rainbows, like Skittles.
yeah, like sweet, something really sweet, like a
Something really sweet and
that part of
unpleasant.
your local newsagents where all of those weird sweets are kept in plastic tubs. It just reeks of that.
Oh yeah, just behind the counter. That's where we kept them.
The
seventh
pick and mix.
Doctor
No,
seems
it's the,
like
the penny tray. It's called the penny tray.
I feel like the Seventh Doctor
Oh,
smells
penny
like
tray.
fish.
Nah, lad, licorice, I'd say.
Yeah, okay, yeah, really like sour. But,
Sorry,
yeah.
licorice.
I think 8 smells
The
like.
eighth
Eight
is
just-
like a strong perfume.
Nah, he just smells like. He just smells like sex.
The eighth is heavily perfumed.
I think we didn't even
Uh,
cover 1.
I thought we did. What one smells of?
Well, the first Doctor lives in a junkyard, so you know.
No, I think he just smells like antibacterial wipes, like really sanitized. Like
9 smells like
he smells like a chippy,
he's sweaty.
Yeah.
Yeah.
like a sweaty chippy.
That fifth Doctor probably
Isn't
smells
it a
like
smell-
grass.
Well, celery,
Grass.
grass and
Yeah,
celery.
yeah,
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
freshly
What
mown.
What did
yeah.
you say for the fourth Doctor, Dom?
Weed.
I don't agree.
I think the 10th
10th Doctor.
10th Doctor
Tenth.
probably just.
He probably smells
like,
of rose.
Oh, very good.
Like
very good.
No, like
Skip
actual
that.
rose. He just rubs her clothes on him or something to get the smell.
Um,
So that when he's feeling
That's a
distressed,
weird
he's like, it's like being at home.
What about 11?
11 smells of lynx.
Lynx
Like
Africa.
really
Yeah.
strong Lynx Africa.
Yeah.
He's like bathed in it.
What about 13?
Ooh.
Fish and chips.
What do women smell like?
What the women smell like?
I don't know.
Can we get that one down?
Put that in the quote chat.
What the women smell like?
Problem is, I don't actually know 13 as a character very well,
No,
so I
good point.
can't tell you what she smells like.
Christ.
13. Like
Bubblegum.
strawberry shampoo. She
Bubble
smells
gum.
Bubblegum.
that. Yeah.
What does the first timeless child smell like?
Oh, for
Oh.
No, we're not doing that. What do the Morbius doctors
Oh,
smell
like you
like?
just know they smell of just fucking.
Petrol. Just petrol. Railway.
Or like, do you know when a motorbike goes past and you just smell that musty, like just like that.
So knock knock.
Knock knock.
Jesus Christ,
What about
it's
the
half
fugitive
11.
Doctor?
shut the fuck up.
Right.
Still
Well,
talk.
I didn't actually write any notes. That I probably should have. So it was meant to be in the original script that Harry was Harry Sullivan's grandson,
Yes.
wasn't it? And he mentions in this that he's got a gay granddad.
Uh,
So I think that's no.
Bonfire. She smells like bonfire, Paul.
Smells like-
Yeah.
Fugitive.
She smells like rhinos horns.
yeah, I didn't quite pick up on what he said his gay family member or friend was.
Gay.
Gay.
They'd went to the.
They went to the Great Wall of China and tried to steal part of it, but I didn't hear who he said it was.
It was his granddad and his boyfriend.
His granddad went with his boyfriend.
Yeah, it was a terribly embarrassing incident.
He was like, I'm not taking you, grandson. I'm
But-
taking your boyfriend.
Yeah, it would have been nice if they could have said, "Oh yeah, this is the thing," but they cut it because it's like they won't remember a companion from 40 odd years ago.
They won't remember.
Yeah, I suppose I get it.
Then, if people came up with theories that Bill was going to be Susan, I think they would have.
To be fair, if they did mention Harry, it would have been too sad because we know that he died of diabetes when he ate his own birthday cake.
I'm sorry.
Throwback to episode 1 of our podcast.
Would have been
Yeah.
everyone would just have been bummed out for the rest of the episode. They'd have been like, oh yeah, the time he died eating his own birthday cake.
So, yeah.
I'm running out
Um,
of drink.
Uh,
The fr-
I'm running out of things to say about Knock Knock.
Holy shit! Is it?
Question. So at one point, David Suchez as the landlord turns up and says
Oh, yeah.
discretion is second
Just-
nature to a gentleman like me. Why does the landlord have to be discreet?
Second
So
nature.
he wants
Because he's
the women's.
because he's killing people and putting them into a house
That is
to
so
keep his mother alive.
Yeah,
I think that's why.
That sounded very rapey though.
yeah, it does sound a bit dodgy, but he is a dodgy person.
He is a dodgy bloke, as it turns out.
He did have like the mind of a child as well.
I didn't actually keep many notes from this. I kept getting distracted, but there's the woman who just straight up jumps out the kitchen window.
Oh yeah, I liked her. What did you think of her friends?
Well, most of them didn't really get character development. You had the classical music DJ,
Yeah.
the tall Scottish flirt, who just went, "Oh, I couldn't even do it anyway."
Oh Lord, it's me.
The female one, and Harry Sullivan.
The female one.
The female.
This is like in Power Rangers and stuff, where it was just the girl ones, yeah.
So I really like the one that goes around with Bill. That
Yeah, she's alright.
I forgot her name.
Because it's like her and Harry that get the most development out of them because they survive the longest.
Yeah, I love Harry.
Yeah.
And like, Harry does act very good as a companion. And it would have been interesting if, like, they didn't have Matt Lucas. I could sort of see his character joining on later
Yeah.
if it reworked slightly differently.
Not even Nardole, just Matt Lucas.
Yeah.
No.
Single
Yeah.
potato.
Yeah.
Singing Baked Potato for the 50th. fucking time.
Yeah. But, David Suchez is brilliant in this as well. He is
He is really
very good at being very creepy.
David Sachet.
Yeah.
Shit.
And, like-
Shay my name, Shay my name.
How at the end he goes from being this really creepy old bastard to this. He is
Kinda
literally just
cute.
playing a child at the end, where it's just like a child looking out for their mother. And
Yeah.
even though he's like a 50-year-old man, you can see the change.
As a mother, I
just-
quite like that touch.
You quite like touching his mother.
Wait, what?
Oh, you got him now.
Yeah.
You thought of that, Cameron. You dirty man.
Stop touching people's mothers.
Yeah.
Stop listening to this podcast.
Because it's
Um,
not
Get some
very
fresh
good.
air. I would like to know where people listen to this podcast. Like if they do it,
I
if they
don't
listen
think-
to it while they're out, because people do listen, and I'm just thinking,
Allegedly, yeah.
when?
Why?
Why do you listen?
I don't think why. I think when.
How?
I know loads.
I
know
think
everyone's
why,
got
because,
spare
like-
time at the moment, but do you stick it on and just listen, or do you have it on while you play games, or do you go out and
It's
walk
when
the dog with it
they're
on?
getting up the courage to just end the life. They're like, right, well, we need something to give us that extra push.
Jesus.
And then they put this on.
That's something.
Shobocast, we provide the push.
Oh, I'm gonna make a fucking channel banner with that on it.
So, something a bit more upbeat. Peter Capaldi when he sees the dryad in the
Yeah.
kitchen.
Oh, I loved him. I
And the joy.
love Peter Capaldi.
Yeah. Peter Capaldi and David Suchez in this is just...
Yeah.
ah. Put that on a review.
Yeah.
With the hand action as well. Just
Ah.
I know it's a podcast so you can't see, but just your hand out grasping it.
The hand emoji.
Oh, Christ.
I like the bit where
yeah.
Harry comes down the stairs and he goes, "Oh, Doctor, what a legend!"
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everyone knows him,
I like that they all know him
yeah.
because of course they would because he's a lecturer at the university.
and they don't find the key
Yeah.
that he's in his house.
And then Bill has to very
His
quickly
instant
think,
reaction was, "Why are you in my home?" He was like, "Oh, what a legend!" And then he was like, "Just gonna stay up with the Doctor and listen to Little Mix."
Godly.
I mean, if I was given the option to stay up and listen to Little Mix with Peter Capaldi,
Oh,
I would
absolutely.
take it. I don't even like Little Mix that much, but I would take it.
That scene is perfect. Chef's kiss.
Yeah.
Whoever thought of that? Probably Stephen Moffat. This whole episode was very Moffat, and then I found out he didn't write it, and I was like,
Yeah, so the dryads as well. I said this before we started recording. They remind me of the scarab beetles from the original Brendan Fraser mummies.
Yes, I was thinking
Especially
that as
with
well.
how it crawls through the person's foot.
Yeah,
That is literally just a scene ripped out of the first Mummy film.
yeah, that's
I
exactly
was
what I was
wondering why
thinking as well.
it shifted to like the desert when that happened instead of like the kitchen.
Yeah, and it's weird that Ud Fair turned up as
Brendan
well.
Fraser
And
turned
then
up
it,
as
and then
well.
it just clipped back, like you just seen a second of Brandon Fraser, and then it was like Peter Capaldi, like morphed into his face. Very weird.
And Elise reminded me of the wooden king and queen from. That's the hairstyle. Yeah, Elise reminded me of the
from
Doctor the Widow in the Wardrobe.
Yes.
Although I guess most wooden people will look like that.
Racist.
In this instance, possibly.
Um,
There's not much I can say on that.
You looked very shocked for a second, and then just admitted defeat.
Yeah. Do I have anything else that's actually worth saying?
I've not got really much else to say. It's an enjoyable episode.
Yeah. I also said this before we started recording. The twist at the end of it's like, you're not the father, you're her son.
Yeah.
Reminded me a bit of the Doctor Dances, where it's just like,
Well,
I'm not your sister, I'm your mother.
yeah. I was going to say this
Again, a Moffat-y thing.
It reminded me of that, but it didn't really have an effect on the plot.
No.
It was like that moment in Doctor Dances served a very important moment.
Yeah, because that was basically part of the plot of the child looking for the mother.
Yeah. Whereas this is just kind of like, oh, he's not your son, he's your son. And it's like, okay, nothing has changed in the story or the status quo.
May have been your
really.
father, boy, but he wasn't your daddy.
But whereas, if it was the actual parent, you could add that into the plot of the parent trying to move hell and earth to save the child.
Yeah.
Paul's got his hand up.
Paul, you may go to the toilet.
I just checked Twitter, and Vernon Kay's trending, and I thought, why on earth would Vernon Kay be trending? And then the first one said, bloody hell, 2020 claims another victim, rip Vernon Kay, and it's Gavin from Gavin and Stacey. And then I scrolled down and thought, as if they're making jokes about this man being dead already. Next one, some other random guy that's not Vernon Kay. Says the same thing, then a picture of Paddy McGuinness.
I don't know. Paul is trying
Thank
to tell
you,
us
Paul.
about
Very
Twitter
cool.
whilst we're doing a Doctor Who
what
review.
is this?
I'm not sure
What's
whether
going
Vernon
on?
Kay is dead or whether
It's
loads
all
of people
having a
just
breakdown.
decided to tweet the people that look
Yeah,
like Vernon Kay.
what
Yes.
was I?
So I'm intrigued to know. The landlord,
David Suchet, yes.
They were getting to be an old man. What would have happened to the mother-daughter person, Eloise?
I don't know.
Eloise.
Eliza.
That's the name. When he lived his natural life and died, because he wasn't the one
I don't
being
think
kept
he
alive.
was thinking that far ahead.
I don't think the writer was either.
No, but
Yeah, got him.
this was a thought I had whilst rewatching it earlier. It's just like, so what would have happened when he lives his natural life?
The episode wouldn't have ended. We would have still been watching the same episode.
Yeah. Because, obviously he gets eaten by the house at the end, but
Monster House.
yeah.
Can we
The
talk
Monster
about
House,
Monster
written
House
by
real
Dan
quick?
Harmon. Yes,
I've not read it.
My trike.
it's a film.
But speaking of the house,
Monster
you?
House, yeah.
no,
Do
not
you
Monster,
House.
not
Oh,
Monster
it's
House.
a girl house.
This house in Knock Knock. It was also
I
the
love
house
that
used
joke.
as Wester Drumlins from the upcoming video game to do with the Weeping Angels.
It was also
And also
used-
Blink.
And Blink, yes, as we discussed a couple of months ago in the news, because that house
Yeah.
has just been sold for £2 million.
Yes. But it was also, I believe, an Airbnb recently because David Suchet stayed in it at Christmas a year before he filmed this episode. And so apparently it took him until day 3 of filming to realise, oh, I stayed in this house at Christmas last year.
That's funny.
I like that.
Yeah, I really enjoy the Five Doctors. I think it's a great
Stop.
celebration and culmination of what the show had achieved. What?
More trivia because it's all I've got left.
'Cause it's your...
And Dan may like this for his audio bit.
What?
A special version of Knock Knock was released on iPlayer after the first broadcast, where it used 3D sound designs. So you got sort of like an ASMR thing.
Yeah, that's what we're going to have because we're all individual tracks. I'm in a panel so that it's going to feel like Cameron's sat to the left of you. I'm kind of in front, Dan's to the side. You laugh now, but I will do that because it sounds great with headphones. Yeah, no, I noticed that the sound design in this episode is phenomenal. When they're stood in the hallway, and they knock, and then it knocks back over there, behind them, and then again further down the hall, and then behind where the cameraman is. See, it's really, I watched it with earphones, and that was
Yeah, so if you watch it with earphones, it does sound much better. Just to get my bit in, it received 5.73 million views. So, which was more than the one before it, which was the...
Caves of Megalodos, yeah.
Smile. Hello, Under the Lake. Thin Ice.
Thin Ice, it was Thin Ice, yeah, episode 3.
Thin Ice. Under the Lake, a different one.
The Flood. That's the one with Corey Taylor in it.
Yes, as an alien
Yes.
man. King.
That is so weird.
It is the only episode of Doctor Who my brother had watched for a long time.
So weird.
The Doctor says the line "sleep is for tortoises," which was previously said by the Doctor in the Talons of Weng Chiang.
I did not know that. Thank you, Cameron.
Yeah.
This is why Cameron.
What an episode.
This is why Cameron has the trivia section. Is because I guarantee there'll be someone listening. There'll always be someone listening to this going, "Yeah, I already knew that," but I bet a lot of you are going, "Holy shit, you've changed my life."
Yeah, but of all of the episodes to use a line from...
Don't watch Talons. Actually, no, do watch Talons, because it's mostly...
Does that have
learned
Harry
from its
Sullivan?
mistakes.
Well, at all.
Okay.
No. It's,
Jargon
Leela.
and Whitefoot.
It is a good one.
Leela
it's just,
dressed in
it's a
full
bit racist.
Victorian
It's a
dress
bit
garb.
racist, isn't it?
It's just really not aged well. Some blind kind of decisions.
And so far in episode 10, so the first 4 episodes, all have a plot point about a missing or absent mother.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Bill's mum.
Because the pilot, Bill's mother is missing. Smile, they have the child trying to look for his mother in the colony. Thin Ice, you have the orphans. And this one you have the landlord and his mother.
And then in every other episode, the Doctor's mother's missing.
Yeah.
Burn.
And also Bill is a Little Mix fan. That's in my trivia page as well.
That's all your notes.
Little Mix is coming.
maybe
That's
it's-
the trivia. Thank you.
But because obviously we know they've been there for 70 years, this does sort of open itself up that the Doctor could end up going back at another point, finding them, and it's like, oh, I know what happens here, and I have to leave it. Sort of paradox sort of thing.
I don't think they...
Plenty of stories do
Probably
that though.
wouldn't.
Yeah,
I don't think they're
it's
gonna
sort
go
of a
back
Big
to
Finish
that.
thing. Basically, I want to see more creepy David
Yeah.
Suchez. Please more creepy David Suchez.
Please.
I've heard Big Finish are making that right now.
But
Well, interesting.
It's probably
you
on
should
their
say that,
idea board.
Cameron, because in Dan's flat at the moment, Dan, you ready? Because
Oh, that's me.
I know Dan's in on this as well, aren't you, Dan? We've got a special guest. It's David
Oh,
Suchet.
oh,
creepy
Oh,
David
it's David
Suchez.
Suchet.
What's he saying?
How are you doing?
What's he saying?
Oh no, the mic's not picking that up, so you can't.
He's on the other side of the mic.
It's 10 to 12 at night.
He's
Can we
stood
not
there
do
and
this
he
joke?
stood there. He's in the doorway,
He's just-
mouthing really
He's
aggressively.
just hit. No, I can't hear you. It's not going to pick up on the mic. You're gonna have to come. What do you mean you're nervous?
You're gonna have to come.
You can't. The camera's shy. It's the The video's not going to appear. It's an audio-only podcast.
He's doing hand signs.
You're
from
scared
across
of
the-
cameras. What does that mean?
And he's an actor.
Why would you be in TV, David?
Cameras can't kill, but that's not how cameras work.
They've got a barrel, and you know.
See, the beauty of this
Oh,
medium is I can just wait
10 to
for
12
as
at
long-
night,
I can wait for as long as I want.
and they're doing this
Just on the
shitty joke.
assumption that they're saying, just they could still be talking.
What's he saying?
And he's nothing.
So, Paul, you got any viewer thoughts?
Thank you, David.
He's gone.
I
He's gone.
just wanted
He's
to know
gone.
what David Suchet said.
Yeah, what did you say?
Yeah, what was it?
He's gone.
Oh.
He didn't shut the door then.
Did he not?
But as he left, he kind of rubbed his hand against the wall and then
He
smiled.
did, and he gave like a little look back as
Did
well.
you know? I don't know if your mic picked up, but I thought he did a little toot as well. I heard a fart, and then he swiftly
little-
left the room. Like,
a little-
alright.
He shut the door.
Very
You
giddy.
said shut the door, and he shut it over, but it didn't shut. It's still just ajar, which is worse than leaving it wide
He
open.
shut it so much that it went through the frame the other way and is now wide open, but on the other side. So thank you, David. And now Dan's playing the recorder. Is it a recorder? It's a very small.
It's
thin
a penny
recorder.
whistle
Thought it was. Are you the Pied Piper?
tuned to D.
I'll
Tuned
battle
to
you.
D,
I've got a
just like
harmonica
your
that I
brain.
can't play.
Oh, like penis.
Yeah, I guess. I don't know what I was going for with that.
So viewer thoughts.
Yes.
We've already done that.
I don't have any.
Ed's thoughts, as it's been rebranded
didn't.
to Ed's thoughts.
Ed's
Yeah, it's-
So what are Ed's thoughts?
I don't think I'll get.
I'll have to ask my cousin next week. He's also called Ed.
I'll just go
My
find
friend's
someone
dad
called Ed.
is called Ed.
Do they watch Doctor Who and
I've
have
got
opinions?
no idea.
We'll find out. We can get them in Ed's
Okay.
thoughts, and then we can have them spin off into their own podcast.
So if David Suchet has anything else to say while we wait for Ed's thoughts,
Oh, no, he's long gone.
He's left. He's long gone.
is Cameron's dad there?
Stroking the walls of other people's accommodation. now. Can't say that.
He's got
anymore.
his little prongo.
God, what a stupid podcast.
What is this? Is absolute waste of fucking.
How the
time.
hell has this got like an average of 20 listeners every week? What the hell? What are you doing?
I can't believe we've had the.
And then we look at the other pod from the Facebook group that we met on that's got over
Jesus
1,000.
Christ, yeah, go check
and
out
started
Bigger on the
after us.
Inside
'Cause
pod,
it's-
'cause
No,
that's...
No, don't
No,
check them
they're
out. They
not-
don't
they're
need the
probably
help.
better
We do.
friends. Oh, it's so good.
Yeah.
the
Really
people.
give that a
The
listen.
people we're
They're-
sending over are probably like, yeah, we came here from.
I mean, yeah,
probably
the
don't
reason
know
I'm
we
bringing it
exist.
up is so that they do the same in return. That's the only reason I mentioned
Oh,
He doesn't
it'll probably
listen
be a betrayal to their listeners if they sent.
No, I
They-
would like to get is it Tim? Or have I just is he called Tim?
Yeah.
I'd love
I believe it's Tim.
From the Gallifrey Mates.
We have the
yes,
exact
Tim's
same amount of
saxophone.
subscribers.
I'd love to get him on as a guest, but Paul's a bit of a bitch when it comes to recording more than 4 people for some
There's
reason.
literally 5 of us, lad.
No, there's literally 4 of us at the moment.
I know.
He's not in the Discord, so I don't know what his name is.
His name's Tim.
It's Tim. I don't
And
think he'll ever
His
listen to
podcast.
this.
They have the exact same amount of subscribers as we do somehow.
But more listeners, because who'd have thought a better, well-recorded episode does better on platforms.
I believe they also have a Patreon as well,
Go
but
check that
I
out.
don't know how much they get for
At
it.
some point the other week, they were doing an episode a day, and every day on Twitter I'd be
machine.
like, Tim, man, slow down.
If I had the time, we'd be doing more than just podcasts as well on the channel. We'd be doing all kinds of things, but
I'd certainly do.
I work full time. Dan's still at uni.
Yeah.
Paul is Paul. And Cameron's
I'm still at uni though.
schedule's
Currently writing a
probably the
script.
most flexible out of all of ours. Cameron's the
So
one
Cameron,
where every
if
time
you
we
do
say
it
can
all
we
by
record,
yourself,
he always
Yeah.
can.
We can,
I don't do anything else. I'd normally have work and then I'm a scout leader. So, you know.
Usually, Dan, when I say I can't record, it's because you've given me too short
3
notice
minutes
to be bothered.
notice. Yeah. Can you record now?
I'm never doing anything, but I'm like, well, I have 3 minutes to decide.
Sorry, yeah, what were we saying? Viewer
thoughts?
thoughts.
Yeah, so
Your thoughts, sorry.
doesn't.
We called it your thoughts ages ago and we've not acknowledged that. It's still call it viewer thoughts.
no, it's Ed's fault.
Ed's
but Ed
thoughts,
doesn't.
Great.
Ed doesn't message me.
You dickhead.
Thanks, Ed.
You dickhead.
That was his nickname
Ed
in
is
the
letting
uni
down
chat.
the show.
I'm disappointed in myself.
Ed said it's his favourite episode ever, bar none.
Okay, I feel like you're lying.
Yeah.
No, he's just over there.
Is he?
didn't
Oh,
message
you're
me back 'cause he
stealing
was
my
coming
joke
to my
again. Is that
house.
what it is?
Is he mouthing to you really aggressively? Like
Now he's giving him a blowy.
Oh, there we go.
that's what mouthing aggressively means.
I don't think Ed will appreciate that last joke.
I don't think you'll appreciate the Ed.
Being the raging homophobe that he... No, I'm joking. I'm joking.
Wow.
Jesus Christ.
Setting us up for
I'm
a
joking.
lawsuit here.
Your thoughts.
Ed's
Please
like the
just
ni-
talk about your
Ed-
thoughts.
Ed's like the
Please.
nicest man ever.
Please,
My
just leave the
thoughts?
segment.
I
This
don't
is
have
your
my
fault.
Ken fucking
We've
slanderer.
already heard your thoughts. All of your thoughts are the same every week. What I want to know is the viewer thoughts, which is
Well-
now titled Your Thoughts.
Dan, I haven't asked anyone.
Oh, for fuck's sake, Paul!
If you are a listener, please get in contact via the Twitter, Instagram. We're not have a Facebook page, but you can probably find us ourselves. And the Gmail, and email us because you've got to be on email, and tell us your thoughts about
You
the
simply
episode.
have to be on
It's been a
email.
while
these
since
days.
we've done that.
I
joke.
predict
Yeah.
by the year 2016.
Doctor Who won't be
Yeah.
on for a year.
But do tell us your thoughts on the episodes, and we will feature them in this section instead
Yeah,
of just
send us
asking
some-
Paul's mate Ed. And it also gets our interactions up, which looks good
Yeah.
on social media and the like.
People responded to the stuff on Instagram, so I'll put a thing up about the next one we talk about before we do
Ed's
it.
Yeah.
replied.
So we'll have some stuff to...
One day I will tell you where that you have to be on email these days joke comes from.
Your
Yeah,
brain?
I've always wondered, because I know it's definitely a reference to something.
Ed's replied.
Okay.
He's not going to tell us, he's just going to say Ed replied.
he's replied. You don't get to
So
know
I
what he
said, Ed, quick, thoughts on Knock Knock. And then you said we were ending the podcast, and I put never mind, and he's just replied saying, ah. And I said, no, I've just said, no, it isn't quick, fast, Ed. And he hasn't replied.
Wonderful. This is great content. Should we just end it?
Let's just end it. No random... Just bye. Are we doing a randomiser?
Yeah. Do you know
But for
what?
real this time. Like, we actually have to do
Yes.
what it says.
Yeah. I watched the pilot. I think I was
a
the only
waste of
one.
time. So we've got... It's
I
given
watched
me...
the pilot as well.
What do we want? A classic one?
Classic, yeah.
'Cause
Yeah.
it's about time, so...
I don't think we've done a second Doctor one yet. But there aren't many of
No,
them
we haven't,
available.
but that's going to take... Yeah, it's going to be weird. Right, so our first choice... Drum roll, please.
Terror of the Macro.
It's the Macro Terror,
Oh,
actually.
Ed's replying. So,
Well, I don't give a
Invasion.
shit what Ed
It's
says.
so weird that you said Patrick
Which
Troughton.
Doctor's that? Oh, Patrick Troughton. We've not seen a
Yeah,
Patrick Troughton
so-
episode. Apart from Three
Invasion.
Doctors.
Enlightenment. Sorry, that wasn't even it. Enlightenment. And remember... Oh, shit. No, we're doing that for episode 25, because
25th anniversary.
it's not the 25th anniversary, that's Silver
well,
Nemesis.
okay,
but Silver
well, there we go.
Nemesis is utter bollocks, so...
Yeah.
We're doing that instead. I'm not watching Silver Nemesis. Got a Nerf gun.
Take that.
Do we want to do the Macro Terror then?
No.
Because that's
got the-
a recreation.
No, we got the invasion. What are you on about? We just did 3 choices, and then you were like, "So should we do the Macro Terror?"
Sorry, I thought... No, because Paul started mentioning it and then you said it, I thought it was one of the options.
Well, Paul often tries to derail his own podcast, but not today.
Yeah. So,
it's our podcast.
Invasion then.
The invasion.
Okay. Is that a Patrick Troughton episode?
That is a Patrick Troughton episode.
Oh, Patrick Troughton.
Patrick Boughton episode. The
Oh,
Invasion.
ba.
I think it's on BritBox. I will check now.
It should be.
Should be.
It should be.
Unless it's a missing episode,
No,
in which case we're
some of
fucked.
it's reconstructed with animation, I think, because I've got it on DVD. Yes, Paul.
We can now do the classic segment, Ed's thoughts,
Ed's thoughts.
without insulting him.
So this episode's going to be so out of order now. Ed's thoughts after we've done the randomiser.
He said, I think the character work is fantastic. The landlord is great. The acting is amazing. Wish there was more than 5 minutes at the end instead of the vault to actually end the episode. Would have been a much better conclusion to the story. Also, you can tell Capaldi is loving it. Ed
So,
said more
Paul-
about it than we have.
Paul, when you heard
Thank you,
Dan
Ed.
say we'll do Ed's thoughts after the randomiser. Oh, we've done the randomiser, haven't we?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
So what was you saying,
What's
Dan?
wrong, Dan? You're just trying to find problems.
I tried to insult Paul, but I messed up.
Sorry, I'm just looking.
We got anything else?
Oh,
How
what you
how
like.
can people contact us if they want to contact us?
I think I've already done that when I said getting.
Right.
I know,
Tell
but
us what you think of the
listen.
episodes.
Okay.
The invasion.
I'm sorry.
Or do you mean the other bits on where to find?
Right, the
us
invasion is on
specifically?
BritBox, but it is partially animated.
Oh, what a. Okay, that's fine.
Animations for babies.
Sorry, I'll be back in a second. My dog is outside my bedroom door, scratching at the carpet and being a prick. So 1 second. Tell us where to find the show.
Well, you can find us at is it at Shobocast on Twitter and Instagram,
Yes.
and then shobocast@gmail.com. Could send us an email. You simply have to be on email these days, as we know. I'm at Shinksy _ on Twitter. Cameron, what are you?
I am at CT_Sykes
Paul?
because
Doctor Who is at
Yeah.
Doctor Who on Twitter.
Very good.
I'm back. My dog's really
I'm
spooked
back.
that I'm still up recording a podcast and everyone else
Paul
is
is
in bed.
at Lord Voldemort or at Paul Cag.
At Lord Voldemort, at CT_Sky. Oh my god, I'm so tired. We're leaving that. At Shinksy_ at
Yep.
_ Mr. DJR_ I think. I don't know.
Why did you know all of ours perfectly and then question your own?
We actually don't know on Twitter. What is it? Yeah, it is. Oh, it's Mr. _DJR_. That's stupid. I'm going to change that. Don't follow me on Twitter because I'm going to change it. You can follow us
But you can find us all through the
At Shobocast
Shobocast main account
on Twitter
and
and on Instagram. Get in touch on
at
Instagram
Shobocast.
because I run the Instagram
Yes.
and I respond to stuff
I have-
dead quick because I don't have a life.
I mean, you're also partially involved with the Twitter. I'm the only one who
I've logged
hasn't
in on the
logged in on
Twitter
that.
twice. I logged in to post a thing.
No, yes, I
someone
do
keeps
have a
logging
login for it.
Someone
I
keeps
just don't
logging
do
in on
anything.
Twitter and harassing me on
That's
my
me.
private account.
That was
That's
me.
you.
That was me
It
at
was both of
first,
you.
and then it was Paul, and then it was me again.
Ah, that's why it was funny at the start, and in the middle it was like really annoying, and then right at the end it was funny again.